Does this deck win from smaller hits that chip away rather than one big storming Grapeshot? You can Grapeshot combo on turn 3. It's like surprising how often you can combo. It'll be less often with Swiftspear, I guess, because like sometimes that Ragavan treasure mattered a lot. But it's a Narcomancer plus Manamorphose is your ritual, and you do need a Narcomancer to combo off. But when you have a Narcomancer, you're just like, especially with Channeler to select, you're just like, okay, Wrenn's Resolve, draw 2. These cards cost like they're cheaper because you have a Narcomancer. You just churn through your deck so quickly, and then you'll eventually get to a spot where you're like Underworld Breach, Manamorphose, Grapeshot, and you just cast Grapeshot twice. Usually it's not one big Grapeshot. You like cast the same Grapeshot 2 or 3 times with the Breach to deal 20 damage. Okay, Keeperoo. Some tension, I guess, between Swiftspear. So let's this could be a Ragavan. Let's see, is Swiftspear going to be better this game than Ragavan would have been? As Riots, it could be a 4/4. Yeah, I know it could be a 4/4, but like if you're spending 3 mana for a 4/4 against Rhinos, and they're spending 3 mana for 2 4/4s against you, it's like, damn, this was my plan in the matchup. It's a cool idea though. Gruul Spellbreaker. How will we know Swiftspear is better than Ragavan, deals more damage? Well, we'll imagine what happens here, right? Like, how good is the extra mana? How awkward is it that we're like gonna seek the beast on turn 2? Probably. Swiftspear could have been a Wrenn's Resolve. I don't think so. There's like no chance I'm cutting my 1-drops for more 2-drops in this deck. I really wanted to try Scallywag in this deck, which is kind of why I haven't played it in a while. I was like, could this be a good Scallywag deck? And the mana curve is a little bit different than initially appears. Like, these are 0s, not 2s, and then the breaches are really like these are not so much 2s either. They're kind of a bit later. This is kind of the real mana curve. But I still don't think you want to have the mana curve look like this. Just like 15, 16 2-drops. It's just a little bit high. So after a minute and a half of tanking, my opponent has joined us here. Very nice of them. You had a Force of Spirit for 3 Ragavan and 1 Resolve. No, I cut the 4th bolt. I didn't cut the Resolve. So I guess it could have been a bolt. This is living and I'm going to lose it. Wooded Foothills. I think drawing a second Questing Druid. I may just cast this Questing Druid, especially with this Manamorphose in my hand. Let's see what our top card is. So this Ragavan would have a treasure. Guess I should have attacked first, but Graveyard's an agent. We know they already have 1. I'm gonna say Ragavan is better because the mana is really important and the damage less so. I don't know. We'll see. It's a little. I think it's a little early to say which one is better in this game. We don't even know what the matchup is. And here my opponent would have 2 more life and we'd have a treasure token. That's something we can say for sure. But Swiftspear is also like, I don't know, it's hard to say. Obviously that's a really nice card to keep on top here. Casting Seek the Beast was a little spewy. I don't know. Spewy isn't necessarily the word, but slow. I think casting Questing Druid and getting faster clock here seems to be my priority at the moment. I think I will cast this Seek the Beast and probably not be able to cast any spells off of it, but getting the 2 extra damage and the Surveil seems kind of fine. Plus, maybe I'll find a Bauble, although I guess I only have 2 Baubles. Okay. I'm going to lose these cards. I'm going to attack for 9 here. See if we get iced. Binding? Okay, so not living in, which that's good news. Kind of feel like Swiftspear is, at the moment, the better between Ragavan and Swiftspear. Has dealt 4 extra damage than Ragavan would have. But, yeah, I guess the Ragavan would have let me cast the Swiftspear. Kind of interesting. So 5 cards in their hand. Always flooding with 16 land decks. No Surveil land in this deck. I think it's correct to not play a Surveil land. Just can't draw a spell. It's not in the worst shape, especially if we can find Seek the Beast, Wrenn's Resolve, Manamorphose, Underworld Breach. You bottomed the Resolve. I bottomed it because I was going to flip it off. It was better to graveyard it because I was going to flip it off the Seek the Beast and be unable to cast it. Maybe this was the spew, right, where I could have held this. No Manamorphose is the killer for the deck? Yeah, I think so. Alright, probably Breach or bust here. Bummer. Okay. Don't think we missed 2 damage. Down a game against Rhinos. They are Rainbow Rhinos, so I'm going to bring in the Pick Your Poisons. I'm going to go down all the bolts, and then like the 4th Heat probably. Is this better than Ring Gift Storm? I was definitely under the impression that it was when I was playing a lot of this deck. Like, you have a lot of like turn 3 and turn 4 combo kills in this deck, while also still just having a super low curve, having like awesome plan Bs, being really resilient, getting to play a lot of removal. I think that it is. Rhinos was always a challenge. I don't think it was that bad. I don't think it was a favorable matchup, but it didn't feel like it was super bad before. I don't like to bring in Blood Moon against Rainbow Rhinos. If they just have Leyline to go packed into single basic, then it just effectively does nothing. Maybe a little less true against Rainbow Rhinos compared to Domain Zoo, but it's kind of easy to play around. Yeah, card quality in this deck is way higher than in Gift Storm. You don't combo as often, but you just beat down and have a lot of removal. It's kind of awesome, while also being able to combo. Did you say combo kill? What's the combo? Yeah, this is a Storm deck. We're a Grapeshot Underworld Breach Storm deck. Usually it involves Manamorphose plus a Goblin Anarchomancer to get up on mana, Channeler to have a lot of selection and fill up the yard for Underworld Breach. You are gonna Grapeshot your opponent for 20. Oh, one thing I like about Swiftspear over Ragavan too is like one thing with the whole deck is like almost every card is just kind of like scales well into the whole game. If that makes sense. Like Ragavan is really, really good early, just not that good of a top deck usually. Although it was always cool to dash it for 1 mana with Goblin Anarchomancer. But Swiftspear is just like oftentimes just still a really good top deck. As compared to Venerate Brought Priest Storm, probably a better interaction in fair play. But yeah, I think it's just mostly better. More consistent and higher card quality, more resilient. I was hoping they'd put a Leyline into play, I guess. Pizza with the 6, thank you, welcome back. So Harvest for non-land here. Harvest is so cool. Keep this non-land, I think. It's extra damage and still get a good amount of selection from it. So I could graveyard this for Delirium. I'm going to keep it on top, though. It seems like needs some more churn here, you know. Would love, love, love for them to cast Scion next turn. Tony, thank you for the raid. Hope you all are having a good day today. Hope Legacy's treating you well. Not really, since you run out of cards, just get the Manamorphose. Yeah, I mean, this is not an infinite combo deck, but I promise you can Grapeshot for 20. I promise you can get the 20 damage in. This is not like the Surveil combo where you just infinitely surveil your deck, but thankfully you don't have to do infinite damage, you just have to do 20. Prove it? Well, you can watch this stream, or you can watch many of the several videos I put out. Island, tank for a minute. Fire Ice, my channeler, gives me Delirium a little too late. Too many pick your poisons, not enough targets. Well, they have a lot of targets in the deck. Shock's on the 12. Surprise, surprise, cast a Cascader. I guess that's a target for pick your poison. They reveal 4 Force of Negations to this agent, so I guess we know we're not going to get forced. It's kind of funny. We seek the beast, reveal a Grapeshot and a mountain. Interesting. So I think I'm going to heat a Rhino end of turn. And then maybe go like we'll see what we draw. I guess maybe should have got Stomping Ground, so Anarchomancer is a little bit of a better top deck. Oh, they have Endurance. How has our Anarchomancer been with this many 1-mana cards? Good. We have this many 1-mana cards, but we also have 22 cards at discounts. 21? 21 cards at discounts plus Jegantha. Do you tend to think big questing Druid is an important way to try to win in these kind of spots? I just don't know if I'm going to Grapeshot the agent or just cast Wrenns. Let's Grapeshot the agent. I know I have the pick your poisons, but I have faith that those will still have a affect this game against my opponent with 4 Leyline Binding, 4 Scion of Draco. You got Abundant Harvest in that pile? Oh, oops, okay. 17 of them. Still, it's a card I like in the deck. So another Cascader would be pretty tough to beat, maybe? They're attacking pretty confidently, also. Love to see that. One interesting thing here is if I Abundant Harvest for land, I'm definitely going to get a green source. So if I go Harvest for land, Fetch Shock, don't have enough damage to do lethal. Yeah, I think it's unfortunate too that I, wasn't able to get the Questing Druid a little bit bigger here to at least trade. So I think I just am attacking for 4, chumping and hoping. Hoping and coping, yeah. Okay. As far as Swiftspear versus Ragavan goes, I think Ragavan would have been better that match. Keep evaluating. On the play. Yeah, I think not getting that Stomping Ground ended up punishing me a lot too. Alright, here's an Anarchomancer for you doubters. Another spot, maybe Ragavan better. I mean, I was pretty anti-Swiftspear last time. I've just been so anti-Ragavan. Lately, I want to try this one instead. Not that this card's bad in the deck, of course. Since my opponent was last seen playing Tron, if they are playing Tron again, we're gonna kill him. You'd be dead on board if you got the grounds. Yeah, well, I would be dead on the attack, but I would be able. I would have still lost the game, yeah, but I would have been able to like cast the Abundant Harvest and maybe get the questing Druid big enough. Mandatory 1 minute pause before every match. Maybe I just make. I've considered making and using other Magic Online accounts to stream and just having like the avatar and this aspiring spike over here. I guess it's just this. My name isn't too many spots. It'd be like here. I guess that's only ever opponent here. If it's only here and here, I think it would be kind of interesting to see like how things change. Do you get these slow players when I'm not streaming? People play a lot faster, but I still get these long pauses before the match, and then people play faster on average. Obviously, not everybody ghost, but I whenever I'm on this account, I always get a lot of pauses. I even like pretty regularly get people in chat say, "You're not streaming?" ? After the pause, because they went to check if I was streaming when they were playing against me. It's so funny. But it would also maybe eliminate the ghosting issue in tournaments, and I could do no hand hider. I think I might do that for my next online tournament. Is just play under a different account. But not playing an online tournament this weekend, at least maybe next weekend. Like a pretty good chance we kill here. The Manamorphose is nice. Like red. Another Swiftspear. Red-green? Have to keep making new accounts, stay one step ahead of snipers, getting wise. Yeah, the thing is, like, stream snipers in general are kind of lazy, I think, and like they just aren't going to think about it if they probably. We'll see. No offense, stream snipers. Okay, non-land. Lightning bolt, yeah. Maybe a little short of lethal. This is 11 plus 2. 13. Okay, so you're at 2 life, opponent. Okay, GG. Well, I guess that makes it a little bit easier. I actually just realized that we didn't have Delirium, so if they blocked a Swiftspear, I couldn't heat my own Swiftspear necessarily, but that'll do it. Yeah, Swiftspear better than Ragavan, huh? Yeah, you can play some Ragavans on the board, too. I'd be open to that. Something like this looks pretty good, I think. I'm gonna keep this in the draw. It's usually you have Channeler plus an Anarchomancer. You just do so much damage. Blue-white with 4 monkey on the board. Yeah, I feel like I've played blue-white with Ragavan on the board too. It's like you just get them. Okay, don't love seeing that relic, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to play any basic forest, I think, in a deck that has 15 1-mana red spells. You could play a basic forest if you felt like it was correct for some reason, but I at the moment feel like it's pretty incorrect, I guess. Swiftspear won't die because the Proud Trigger. No, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying we would have needed to find Delirium or top deck something. They weren't just dead. Oh, oof. It's cost the Questing Druid. Wish that cost 1 mana. Questing Druid plus the Anarchomancer is kind of crazy. Maybe I need to bring in more Pick Your Poisons because of the relics. Kind of buy that. So I can't storm kill them here. Just cast a Reckless Impulse, try to hit a land drop for this turn. Hard to imagine I can really put that back. Maybe I could. It's just so juicy. Obviously hoping for no second One Ring. One kind of interesting thing here is they can't leave up a Relic Sacrifice too, so Delirium on the Channeler is looking like a real possibility. They grab a Sundering Titan, and they don't even pop the Relic, so even higher possibility, I guess. Could be good to just Blood Moon this turn. See if we can kill them. That would be ideal, of course. This gives me a land, but it doesn't trigger prowess, I think, or anything like super relevant. We'll just graveyard it, I think. Red green, draw a card, Wren's Resolve. I guess it's one more storm for Grapeshot. Manamorphose is so good. Broken magic card, huh? Could graveyard this for Delirium. Would have loved the second copy a little bit earlier. Okay, so now we have Delirium. So we have Grapeshot for 4, put them to 9. Attack for lethal. Not a combo turn, but gets the job done. Yeah, I agree. I really wish there was a cool promo, Manamorphose. Mulligan the 5-lander, I guess. Keep this, put back a Grapeshot. Wooded Foothills. Suspending, Crashing Footfalls. Oh, no, Utopia Sprawl. On green. Interesting. Well, I'm going to play a Channeler on turn 1. Will we get Stone Rained or something? Find out next time on... Oh, twitch.tv/Aspiring Spike. Yeah, I mean, if they Stone Rain me, I can just Abundant Harvest, I guess. Let's see what's going on. Fable. So I guess we're up against Ponza. They do play the Fable this turn. Let's draw a card. Very interesting. So typically what I like to try to do is a Anarchomancer plus Manamorphose in the same turn, if possible. So what I think I'll do is seek the Beast on my opponent's turn, try to hit that land drop. I could also Abundant Harvest here to guarantee the land, but effectively 4 looks at it as fine. Obviously, like, I know I just bottomed the land, but I didn't know I was drawing like these 2 specific cards that makes me really want land number 3. My opponent discards just an Arbor Elf, so it's just kind of scary. Seems like they made like this Blood Moon me, Stone Rain me, I don't know. Sweet, sweet Clothis. The hand is also all spells. Praise be. Graveyard. We do find the land, which is nice. Gonna make green-red here. And then go 1 mana Questing Druid. And bolt the Goblin Shaman. This is really good if my Anarchomancer lives. I think I'll keep it on top. You want Grapeshot? Yeah, you can Storm combo in this deck. Like if we like, you know, draw an Underworld Breach, we could Storm for like 40 or something. But you also win a lot of games just with creature attacking. Puts a card on top. Should have 4 spells in their hand. Passes the turn. What is going on? Start off with a Wrenn's Resolve. I guess I can keep this on top. Just want to dig for, you know, Manamorphose or Breach here, so let's do that. Kind of grape bottoming almost every other card. I guess maybe I would keep my other Grapeshot. Second Channeler is like nice in general. I think it's probably not quite correct to keep it on top here. Second Anarchomancer, so let's heat the Reflection. Maybe we should have heated the Reflection. I don't know. I would need the extra mana to try to find the Breach. Okay, Grapeshot them for 7. So like why does my opponent have endurance here? I don't know. We are attacking for 11 and they're at 11. Okay, they do have endurance. Maybe I guess we died a bolt. Another endurance to know about. Opponent's at 3. Draw another land. We're also I guess we're dead to the endurance Clothis devotion attack. It's funny. Okay. Well, they missed the line. Okay, good news. With everything, they have to jump here. Not to do a bolt anymore. Yeah, Swiftspear, Ragavan, same. Although I guess we don't know. Ragavan would be better. We'd get a treasure and a card, potentially. Discards a Karn, cast Delighted Halfling. Tapped Stomping Ground. Main phase Endurance. Clothis is a creature. Need a top deck. A lot of good top decks. Cloth is still a creature if I heat this, but they are going to take 4. Right? Or maybe it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, sorry, Cloth is no longer. Oh. Okay, I don't know how or why. Just what just compelled me to click the concede game button. I don't think anything actually happened. I don't think anything happened just there. I don't know. I don't know why I clicked it. I just sort of like brain spasm, but I think we're just fine. I don't know. Pick your poison kills Utopia Sprawl Clothis. Bring in a couple of these. Yeah, brains are weird. I don't know what to say. Don't want to change a lot about the sideboard, really. Do we trim a Harvest? The 4th Heat? Yeah, it kills Fable, although, like, killing Fable is, you know, not the best. Shots for, I think you just want to try to heat endurance because like they like flash it into block and then you have the sorcery speed removal is kind of awkward. But you could. Okay, let's go Channeler Harvest for a land. Unless I see a spell on top I really want. Ooh. I'll just put that in the graveyard. I love Abundant Harvest in decks like this. Just like, this means you're going to be top decking spells so much more often. Oof. A lot more Wrenn and 6s post Violent Outburst ban, I've noticed. 4 cards in their hand. We do have Delirium now. Pretty good chance we just kill them next turn if they don't interact with me. Maybe asking a lot. No Bolt. Cast a Clothis. Okay. Been a while since I've seen that one. Oh, baby. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cast at least 1 Manamorphose before I try to replay a Channeler from the yard. A crazy top deck. The Swiftspear is interesting too. I think I'm supposed to try to chain more stuff. So I go Breach, Channeler from yard, exile 1, 2, 3, Manamorphose from hand, and then go from there. I have a Manamorphose here, so I can just exile those. Okay, certainly graveyarding that. Let's make red. Wrenn's Resolve is interesting. So I can't go Channeler. Then Manamorphose from the yard, and then Wrenn's Resolve. Let's just resolve. Another one. Let's go Manamorphose. Exile Redundant Wrenn's Resolve. Exile Questing Druid. Exile Land. Graveyard that. Red. Resolve. Into another Seek the Beast, which is basically no resolve. Need to Manamorphose again. Found another Manamorphose here, which is pretty interesting. Is that the last Manamorphose? It might have been. Okay, so now we can go Channeler from the yard. 1, 2, 3. Into Manamorphose. Gonna make a green for. Oh, there's the Grapeshot, but I'm gonna make a green for Abundant Harvest. A red. So yeah, we just go graveyard, graveyard, Grapeshot, Grapeshot. Well, I guess drawing that Grapeshot was a little better. Whatever, they're dead, so there's nothing better than your opponent dying. We're playing Swiftspear over Ragavan is kind of the main thing here, but mostly just wanted to kind of come back after a long break from the stack, despite it having been pretty good for us. Via Pure Mod, Calorion, congrats. Which will it be? We started this turn with no board. They produce mana. Anarchomancer plus Manamorphose. VIP, hell yeah. I guess I'll just bolt. So I don't have to resolve all these storm triggers. I love this deck. I'm gonna keep 7 on the play. We have our Emrakul on the side. Don't worry, gamers. Against the crab, though, I'm gonna lead on Channeler to try to deliriously attack. Drowned Channeler. Basically, always keep a card on top against mill. It's just like, even if it's not that good, they're just gonna mill it away probably. So don't help them if you can help it. Some exceptions to that rule. 4 cards in their hand over there. Can't cast Tasha's right now. Tasha's very good against us. They field us. Thankfully, got a couple more mountains in the deck. They do nothing else. Okay, let's go. Cast Questing Druid. Cast Swiftspear, attack for 4. Not Tasha's. I'll take main phase Cycle Fractured Sanity. You got it, brother. Swamp. Up. Land drop available. Athena's on the floor. Well, if they can't drown this, they'll die. Mill sure is a deck that people choose to play in Modern, huh? Excited for Dingo to meet the dogs this weekend. I'm very excited to hang out with Dingo and PT Bench and his partner. It's gonna be a fun weekend. Play the Hunter Burton. Be awesome. Fast league so far. MEN. Flame Slash is a little bit better than Heat. I guess they could play Jace. But still, this just kills Ruin Crab turn 1. Yeah, this is the 6th time I played against Mill this week, but on Monday or Tuesday we played against it 5 times on the same day. Crypt Incursion seems really hard to beat. Maybe. I have an Emrakul. And you also make a big Questing Druid. Yeah, there should be coverage of the Hunter. Oh yeah, Honorog is going to be in town too. I need to text him when he gets in town. Yes. But yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, I think 61 is the number I want to play.
We love Anu.
Yeah, we love Anu. Anu's great.
We love Anu.
Yeah, but he's helping with the coverage, which is why I remembered. Okay, opponent's on the mulligan to 6. I believe the Hunter Burton is closed deck list. It usually is, at least. I don't know. I still don't know what I'm going to play. I have an idea, though. One year for the Hunter Burton, because it's, it's a charity tournament. It's, nice wholesome event. Me and my friends, we did like a Secret Santa thing, where we there's like 16 of us in the thing too. We all drew each other's names, and you built and registered a deck for whoever's name that you pulled. You built their deck and you registered it for them, and not everybody did this part, but what I did and what some of us did was we waited until we drew our opening hand. We waited until we drew our opening hand to figure out what deck we're playing. And I got Johned with like a lot of fun ofs. I got like Hot Master of the Fowls and like Olivia Voldaren, and there's a lot of like half meme decks. But it was a fun event. Main phase, extirpate my channeler. Okay. Please, mill players, draw step. You gotta draw step this, by the way. I could draw a channeler for 10. Yeah, it's really fun, and like especially for the Hunter Burton specifically, which is like this really, wholesome charity tournament. It's like a pretty appropriate time to do something like that, I think. Anarchomancer will go well with my second Druid next turn. Is it possible for Image Create to include alternate reprints of things like DRC or Heat without those cards being in the set? I think so. I think they're reprinting Solitude in something with like really cool art. Presumably all the incarnations are going to be in that one. I think that was Image 3. It might have been like Thunder Junction or something. It's so hard to keep track. Yeah, Old Border DRC is like been so high on my wish list for a long time. If you're in there, yeah, it's probably going to be in there. Yeah, Murderous Cut, that's fine. So we get to Seek the Beast on their turn here. Just do it now before they could theoretically counter it. We did another Questing Beast and a Manamorphose. Very nice. So, which one is on the adventure? This one's on the adventure. So let me seek this beast first. Maybe I should have cast the adventure one first, just to make sure I don't like lose spells here. We're gonna get Archive trapped. That's okay with me. I have Emrakul in my deck still. We can Subseek the Beast. In our instep, do we get to play it next turn? Yeah. So my storm count is going to be... I'm gonna have 8 copies of Grapeshot. We'll kill the crabs and then blast them for the rest. Same target, same target. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just Guy or Teamer is better for Surreal combo with Modern. I know we do Just Guy in Timeless due to Lurrus and Disenchant. However, Teamer for Pick Your Poison. Should we do Just Guy Modern before Terror? I like Pick Your Poison a lot, where there's just like not a lot of chalices in Modern. Like, I guess there are post board, huh? But I want to be able to Edict Scion is something I'm thinking. Well, maybe Just Guy for Wear Tear is better. I'm not being very convinced by my own arguments here. Chalice is really scary. I'm open to it. Emrakul trigger on the stack. It's hard being a mill player. But listen, if you're going to queue against me 6 times in the weak mill players, I'm going to be registering some Emrakuls. Alright, let's get a 4-1 prediction going. It's just so easy. You just play one Emrakul in your sideboard, and then you're just chilling against mill instead of being like super stressed the whole time. Aside from Amla with this mill beat, nothing. Nothing. Hammer, I guess, because Tasha's is pretty good against it, but also everything beats Hammer. Poor Hammer. Beats Control. Mill's probably great against Control. We need Summer Bloom to help Titan against these mill players. That's a good tweet right there, I think. Opponent after the, again, mandatory 1 minute wait period for playing against me. So let's go turn 1 Ragavan. Let's go ahead and bolt it. Now that Outburst is gone, Mill has 50% win rate against every relevant matchup on God for Real No Cap. I wasn't sure until I saw on God for Real No Cap, and then okay, better than Ragavan, he did the damage. Then I started to think you might know what you're on about here. Yeah, Pick Your Poison definitely comes in the matchup. Should be like a big dynamic changer for this deck. Just like the card Murktide was tough to beat, now it's easy to beat. Got 2 cards in their hand over there. Let me put a 5/5 in this hand, I guess, and attack for 1 again. Probably a little worse than Ragavan here, although maybe not. Maybe they just have another removal spell and they're not using it yet. They definitely have a removal spell. Got 1 card left in their hand. 5/5 time. Spike is Jegantha worth it, even if it gets countered? Especially if it gets countered, brother. Especially if it gets countered. If it gets subtlety... No, it wasn't worth it. Yeah, it wasn't worth it then. I guess it's still good. Okay, they're top decking though. They drew a channeler and now they're just cooked. So I'm like a mana short of. Ooh. It's just I can't really go Manamorphose into channeler then Manamorphose again. I think I just gotta graveyard this. It's okay. Harvest, just mana neutral here doesn't really help me do a ton. Besides, it could maybe help me. Okay, let's draw this. Let's draw this, and then if I can Manamorphose into a land, it gets kind of interesting. Okay, kind of interesting. Confirmed. So we play Anarchomancer. Crack the fetch. Mountain. Keep the bolt in the yard, I think, for now. I'm gonna leave the I'm gonna make red green so I can harvest. Graveyard or Jegantha. No. Okay, harvest for non-land. Is it? I guess it's the same as surveilling it in the yard now, right? Yeah. Okay, non-land. Manamorphose again. Red green. It's hard to articulate what this deck does without just like showing it off like this. It's just like you just draw more spells to like dump more stuff in the yard. It's awesome. So keep that on top. Do red. I think we graveyard that. Time for a Swiftspear? I think we'll probably not Swiftspear. Yeah, just digging for Grapeshot at this point. Looking for love. 3 mana floating here. Oh, second channeler is pretty big. And they pack it in. It's just so hard to articulate how this deck can just you know, like we had no board state when we started comboing this turn. Just like I almost feel like this deck is better at comboing from no board state than like Giftstorm is, while also being lower mana curve, higher card quality, better plan B. It's like I don't know. I haven't played this deck in a while, but it is just is so sick. Do you think I'm going to cut a Grapeshot in this matchup? Just one. Trim a Heat. Trim a Harvest. Trim an Anarchomancer. If we played this at local 1K, killed opponent after untapping with a DRC and no cards in hand. Wow, I bet the card. you just churn through your deck so fast. Like most of the deck is just cantrips. Underworld Breach is simply a better card than anything in Giftstorm. Yeah, and it's harder to play Breach in Giftstorm than you think. I've definitely felt like it should be a bit easier, but it isn't. Yeah, on the draw. Mulligan the no-lander. Do you still need lands? Remember the meta being Breach heavy? Why do people go away from it? It's a combination of a lot of things. I don't think there's like a simple answer to that question. Good, it's a good question though. I think I'm gonna put back the Anarchomancer. Pretty likely to die to removal spell. Not having 4 harvest seems incorrect. I usually feel comfortable trimming a harvest on the draw, not the play. That makes sense. Twink a Conqueror. Good luck on your conquest. Thank you for the 19 months. Good luck. Alright, final land, please. Thank you, Dragon Rage's Channeler. We love you. Although, we don't love your Dragon Rage's Channelers. Okay.
What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring
Take
Spike.
a Force of Negation there. Pitching a Spell Pierce. Keep a Mountain, I guess. A somewhat cheerful cheers. Only somewhat? Thank you, I'll take it. 2 cards in their hand over there. cast Wrenn's Resolve. Feels okay to keep that on top. Bit worse if it gets countered, I guess. And they have one card over there. Floated Strand. I'm down to 10. They have another counterspell as their last card. Second Force of Negation. Okay, thankfully I've got a Breach as my last card. Ha ha ha. So no Delirium for me. Let's see what they're drawing next turn. Bauble.
What's up? It's me, your friend.
So I'm going to stop with my upkeep. If I draw, I guess it has to be exactly Lightning Bolts. But if I draw exactly Lightning Bolt, I'll bolt this before they... Well, I guess they're just drawing Bauble, but whatever. Just before they would have an opportunity to do something else is what I'm thinking. They put Scalding Tarn in the graveyard. So random card after that on top. Reckless Impulsive or Wrenn's Resolve. Yeah, I would, when I was playing this deck a lot more, I would just go back and forth between the two. That's a goof. So hopefully I don't find another counterspell. Should be fine to play the Swiftspear. Because I'm mostly just going to go like Breach, remove the Channeler, cast a Bauble. So I could keep this on top and still do that, and then, yeah, that's fine. I guess I'll bolt instead of pick your poison in case they somehow could remove Delirium. Yeah, you should technically play a split. I think the aesthetics of a split is like just really like wrinkles my brain in a bad way. But you can if it doesn't bother you. But like they're like kind of never surgically in that card anyways. Maybe that's not true. Like they kind of just surgical random things. It feels like these days. Spirebluff Canal, good card to see on top. We'll see what the card they drew off the Bauble was. Maybe better than Ragavan again. Maybe it was just always better than Ragavan in this deck. Okay, the card they drew was a Preordain. So I'm mostly scared of a Murktide Regent, of course. They do put two cards on top. They kept Ragavan? So I guess they also have they kept a 1-mana removal spell in the Ragavan. They had a Channeler. So maybe they play that instead of the removal spell. They do. Okay, we got a game. Wait. Okay, they haven't drawn the other card. Got it. Okay, so play a Swiftspear. Seek the Beast. Graveyard. All 2-mana spells, I guess. No good attacks. Could lose this game. They kept their next card. If it's a Bolt, we're dead. I don't get to cast any of the things off the Seek the Beast. I guess we're even like likely to lose this game at this point. Yeah, I don't think we should play a Surveil Land in this deck, and you know, I this is someone who I play a lot of Surveil Lands in decks usually. They have the Bolt. Wow, what a turnaround! They're so ahead. Magic's fun like that, though. Okay, go to game 3. On the play, I want the 4th Harvest. Let's go down to pick your poison. Click submit. Give to bounce on top forever ago. They kept me off Delirium. Maybe it was the turning point. I don't know. I did that, and then I put myself in a position where I was super ahead. I don't know that was the wrong call, right? I feel like I played fine. Deck is also probably pretty budget friendly at this point now that we've cut their monkeys. That's the Jessica Ephemery deck I had. I'm interested in playing it again. I liked it. It was also kind of like pretty metagamed for our previous metagame, so I'm not 100% sure I want to go back to it, but I want to put some surveil lands in. I want to maybe add a land. I want to work on it some more. Just make sure this resolves. We hit Stomping Ground, Abundant Harvest. Pretty good. One top, one bottom. Let's see what my top card is. Just another Harvest. I think I'm supposed to cast this Questing Druid. I'm over Seek the Beast again. Not sure. Probably just gonna die, but I'll take the 3-for-1. You know. Resolve is such a bad card next to Druid. Well, it has some advantages, right? Like you get until the end of it. You can cast it on turn 2 at sorcery speed and trigger prowess and stuff. It's pretty nice. But Druid is pretty messed up, I agree. So they hit their 3rd land drop after missing a land drop. Black Scovy, 23 months. Thank you, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Long time. Getting pierced. 4 cards left in their hand over there. They're still pretty ahead. Kind of would love for them to just go counterspell, and I can cast a big breach here. Seeing the name of the next card. Monastery Swiftspear! And her sister, Dragon Rage's Channeler. Dream Team. Yeah, 2-for-1. Okay. Sternly Scolded when it has 3 cards in their hand. Just so behind on cards here, it's kind of wild. Let's bait another counterspell on Seek the Beast, I think. So if one of my opponent's last 2 cards here is second Spell Pierce, then they get to counter my Breach, but I guess I never learn. It's always Spell Pierce. Two cards in their hand. Into Murktide. Got a lot of good draws here. Including that one, actually. So now I can Grapeshot all 3 copies at the Murktide. Imagine Flusterstorm here. Laugh and laugh and laugh. I could maybe it's better to put 1 counter at them so I have this lethal lightning bolt, but it's like they had this pause. I'm gonna play around the Spell Pierce. I don't know. I'm just too scared. Too scared. Guess I should have Jegantha. Ragavan making me use my lightning bolt. You want to keep an Underworld Breach on top? I guess. They had it! They had it. Let's go, dude. Of course they had it. Okay, we win. Like, they paused after I cast the heat for like way too long, you know. Yeah, we win. Okay, that was a good showing. Let's do another one. If I 5-0, I'll audible for the Hunter Burton.